की जय, श्रील वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय, श्री गुरु गौरांग की जय। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति विकास स्वामी। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वंदेहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देव निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। साधु साधु तदाय नथि नीचो चतार कहा नाम। Reading and commentary on Chaitanya Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Madhya Kanda, Chapter 2, entitled Lord's Manifestation at the House of Srivas and the Inauguration of Sankirtan. So, now he has already inaugurated. We are going to read from 284, verse number 284. So, now he has already inaugurated Sankirtan. And the title of the chapter is The Lord's Manifestation at the House of Srivas and the Inauguration of Sankirtan. So he has already inaugurated Sankirtan. So this Lord's manifestation at the house of Srivas, that is going on now. So the background is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started Sankirtan and whole night they did Kirtan. Then some of the atheists became envious. They started criticizing, condemning devotees. Then so somebody made a story that two boats of soldiers of the king, Muslim king, are coming to attack Navadvip. Basically, because these people are openly exhibiting their religion. It is just like now you go to some Muslim state, in the sense you may go to some Arabian country, Iran or some other place where other than they are very fanatic Islamic countries are there. Other than Islam, you don't have any right to practice other religion openly. So they are making the story that so king has come to know about it. He is very angry on Hindus. So because of these people, we are also going to these Vaishnavas, because most of the Navadvip was not Vaishnavas. We are also going to suffer. We will also be punished by the Muslim king. So we have already got the news that two boats of soldiers are coming. So hearing this, Srivas Thakur, especially Srivas, they were attacking, because in his house Sankirtan was held. And so loud Sankirtan was held. And they were of the opinion that why you should do loud Sankirtan? Why can't you just sit and meditate and in your mind remember Krishna, like that? Their argument. So On this point, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur directs us to. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur wrote a Bengali commentary on Chaitanya Bhagavat called Gaudiya Bhasha. So he completed that in 1932 in Ooty. When he came to Ooty, he stayed in Ooty for 2-3 months, and he completed his Chaitanya Bhagavat commentary. And he edited one of his disciples' English book on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Professor Sanyal's book, Bhakti Sudhakar Prabhu. He was a professor in Cuttack University, history professor. So coming to the point that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in his commentary, he directs us to Adi Kanda. We are in Madhya Kanda, 2nd chapter. So in Adi Kanda, similar argument was made against Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur used to loudly do Sankirtan. Why can't he just chant in the mind? So there is description by Chaitanya. So Vrindavan Das Thakur and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also give so many quotations from the Shastra, how loud chanting is 1,000 times more better than soft japa. Although our acharyas, they told us to chant japa, and we should do it, and we continue to do that. But Sankirtan is more loud kirtan. Loud Sankirtan is with musical instruments is more beneficial. Coming to the point, back. So then Srivas is scared, and till now they didn't know that he is Supreme Lord himself. Only Advaita Acharya knew. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to take bath in Ganges, and we came back, and from there directly he came to Srivasa's house. Srivas was sitting inside his deity room and worshipping the Lord with mantras, and he was worried about, he was concerned about Muslims coming to punish him. So then Mahaprabhu comes, and you see here the title is Lord's Manifestation at the House of Srivas. What manifestation? Lord came and manifested Narsimha form there in front with Shankha, Chakra, Gada and other weapons. He said, "You don't worry, I will protect you, Srivas," like that. Then Srivas starts offering prayers to Lord, and this is part of that prayers. Okay. So he says that you are the same Krishna, you are the same Narsimha Dev, you are like that, So then he comes to this verse. Sangi saka bai sarva mate seveye hena prabhu mohamane anya janake. So he says, mohamane means you bewildered even that Lord who serves you as your companion, friend, brother. So what to speak of others? Anyone knows who is that companion? Balram. Where in Bhagavatam it is where he bewildered? Any example of his bewilderment by Krishna? What happened there?
Balaram saw that all the parents and all were becoming more attracted to their children.
So generally in Vrindavan, all gopas, gopis, even cows, they were more attached to Krishna than their own offsprings. Then for 1 year they developed attachment to their own offspring more than Krishna, or equal to Krishna. So no one could understand that. So after long 1 year, it didn't even come to the notice of, means he could notice, but he didn't understand that. At the end of the year, what's happening, he didn't understand. He was bewildered. So there is a famous verse there that, oh, this is my master's Maya, like that he says. Oh, that verse is there, famous verse. I forgot that verse actually. Anyway, here, so Srivas Thakur, he is remembering that what to speak of others, everyone is bewildered by you. Like Kunti also, she says that even personified, pure personified is scared of him, but he is scared of Mother Yashoda. Tada Atyanta Vidambanam, she says. This is most bewildering for me, like that she says. Of course, those who understand Rasata Shastra, for them it is not. Rasatatva, for them it is not difficult to understand. So, and in the first verse of Bhagavatam, definition of Supreme Absolute Truth, that is Krishna. So he is one of the attributes of Krishna, which is described in the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, is that he bewilders the demigods. So recently in Kannada we had one full lecture, right? And how Krishna bewilders all the demigods. We took many examples of his bewildering. So other demigods and living entities anyway he bewilders. But his own personal companion, that is Balram, who acts like his friend, brother, etc. So he bewilders him also. So then you bewilder even the Lord who serves as your companion. The first line of this verse refers to Shesha or Ananta Deva. Or you can just, you need internet? No need, no. Just keep it in flight mode. The first line of this verse refers to Shesha or Ananta Deva, who is the plenary portion of Sri Baladeva Sankarshana. For a description of bewilderment Shesha, one should see Adi Khanda chapter 13 verse 101, 102 and 105. So cross-referencing, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur often he does that actually. Any scholarly work, there will be a lot of overlapping of the topics. Ultimately everything is intertwined, Nothing, you cannot isolate any topic. So one of our great preachers in ISKCON, he made a critical point on Srila Prabhupada books, saying that Prabhupada books are not systematic, because his point was that none of the topics are presented, means Prabhupada books are not topical. Topical means you take a topic and discuss everything about that and then go to the next topic. So all the topics are mixed up like that, he says. But he is so foolish that he could not, after so many years, being in 20 years in the movement, and I don't know how he read Prabhupada books actually. Because you cannot isolate anything here, because everything is dependent on Krishna actually. So all the concepts are linked with Krishna. Krishna is the only independent topic, and that includes everything. If you see, so your only independent tattva is Krishna. Everything else is dependent on him. Everything is related to him. It's all relative actually. So when you speak about Jiva, you have to speak you have to discuss Jiva in connection with Krishna, that how it is the energy of Krishna. Then Krishna topic comes there. How can you isolate Jiva from Krishna actually? So this is Maya or Mayavad actually. He didn't come out of his Mayavad. Why? Because so Maya means what? It's an illusion which is created in the mind that there is something other than Krishna. That is called as Maya. That is the definition of Maya according to Srimad Bhagavatam. That out of the Chatushloki Bhagavatam, one of the verses defines what is Maya, definition of Maya. So that is spoken by Lord himself to Brahma, 4 shlokas. They are considered as 4 essential verses. So ratertam na pratiyeta chatmani tham vidyad atmano mayam yatha bhasha yatha tamaha. So that means anything which is conceived separate from me is considered as Maya actually. That means there is nothing separate from Krishna, but it's our own illusion it is. So in this way our dear preacher, he never came out of Mayavad. So he wants to isolate all the topics from Krishna, but you can't do that actually. So complete whole means he includes everything. And those who are relative truths, dependent truths, they are related with Krishna. So therefore, any scholarly work connected with the absolute truth, you need to do a lot of cross-referencing. Otherwise, there will be a lot of repetition. So here, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur again and again he does. So we will go to that verse. Apane ananta chatur mukha panchanana yasabare drashteha ya ananta bhuvana Tandravopayena moha yandra vidyamane kona chitra se viprera moha prabhusthane. Lord Brahma, Lord Ananta and Lord Shiva create, maintain and annihilate innumerable universes. When even they are bewildered before the Lord, what is surprising if this Brahmana was bewildered? So in this purport, actually that day I took a Kannada lecture. Sri Krishna who bewilders even all the demigods, even the demigods. That was the title. Actually that was based on this verse only, what I read just now. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur quotes from all the verses from Bhagavatam where it is mentioned that how Krishna bewilders all these people. So actually this section is from in Chaitanya Bhagavata when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defeated Digvijay Pandit. So therefore this comes there. So his students are speaking this. Vrindavan Das Thakur says this actually in connection with Digvijay. How Digvijay was bewildered in front of the Lord. Anyway, we will, if you want, we can read all those verses where it is said who all are bewildered when they are bewildered. In Bhagavatam 2.7.41, second canto, 7th, 41. See in this, there are hyperlinks, you can go to them and then you will be able to see what I am reading. Nantam vidyam aham amimunayo grasajaste maya balasya purushasya kuto varaye ghayan gunan dashashanatanana Adidevah Sheshodunapi samavasyati nasya param. Neither I nor all the sages born before you know fully the omnipotent personality of Godhead. Same thing what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter 4.6. So what can others who are born after us know about him? Even the first incarnation of the Lord, namely Shesha, has not been able to reach the limit of such knowledge, although he is describing the qualities of the Lord with 1,000 faces. Even the first incarnation of the Lord, namely Shesha, has not been able to reach the limit of such knowledge, although he is describing the qualities of Lord with 1,000 faces. So like this. This is bewilderment of Shesha. Then, so Brahma's bewilderment, 10.13.37. Keyam va kutayata devi va naryata suri prayo mayastu me bhartur nanya me pi vimohini. It says, who is this mystic power and where has she come from? Is she a demigod or a demoness? She must be the illusory energy of my master Lord Krishna, for who else can bewilder me? Like that. So this is the verse which I was talking about, how Balram says actually, this is my master's. Prayo mayas tume bhartur, he says, nanya me pi vimohini. Who is this mystic power? Where she has come from? So Balram was surprised. This extraordinary show of affection he thought was something mystical, performed either by demigods or by some wonderful man. Otherwise, how could this wonderful change take place? This Maya might be some Rakshasi Maya, he thought. But how can Rakshasi Maya have any influence upon me? This is not possible. Therefore, it must be Maya of Krishna. He thus concluded that the mystical change must have been caused by Krishna, whom Balram considered his worshipable personality of Godhead. That word, Bhartu word comes there. He thought it was arranged by Krishna and even I could not check its mystic power. Thus Balram understood that all these boys and calves were only expansions of Krishna. Coming back to, then in Brahma he says, in the same 13th chapter, verse number 40 to 45. He says that when Lord Brahma returned after a moment of time had passed, according to his own measurement, he saw that although by human measurement a complete year had passed, Lord Krishna, after all that time, he was engaged just before in playing with boys and cows who were his expansions. Then Lord Brahma thought, whatever boys and cows there were in Gokula, I have kept them sleeping on the bed of my mystic potency, and to this very day they have not yet arisen again. A similar number of boys and calves have been playing with Krishna for one whole year, yet they are different from the ones illusioned by my mystic potency. Who are they? Where did they come from? Thus Lord Brahma, thinking for a long time, tried to distinguish between those two sets of boys who were each separately existing. He tried to understand who was real and who was not real, but he couldn't understand at all. Thus, because Lord Brahma wanted to mystify the all-pervading Lord Krishna, who can never be mystified, but who on the contrary mystifies the entire universe, he himself was put into bewildered by his own mystic power. So like this, Brahma. Anyway, our topic is that how Ananta Shesha also becomes bewildered. Vedakarta Shesho O moha paye andrasthane khona chitra digvijay mohavatahane. When the compiler of the Vedas and even Ananta Shesha are bewildered in the presence of the Lord, then what is surprising if the Digvijay is bewildered? So same thing now. Who says? Srivas Thakur says Ananta also is bewildered. What to speak of others? So coming back to verse number 285. Mityagraha vase mora padaya cha bhole तो मन जानी अमोर जन्म गेले 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 गेला hele. So from that, what he wanted to say was that my life also went in such illusion. He says, you have thrown me into the illusion of household life. I have simply wasted my life without understanding you. So till recently, until Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started manifesting his pastimes, Sankirtan pastimes, and his pastimes as a devotee, they always considered him as a wrangling scholar, Vaishnavas. And Vaishnavas used to hate him. Hate him means they would like him, and they would like him to become our devotee, but he was not. He was busy in enjoying Vidya Rasa. So sometimes he would offer obeisances to them, because general etiquette among the Brahmanas to offer respects to, and in Vedic culture to respects to elders, and he would offer respects, and Srivas Thakur used to bless him. So may one day you become Krishna conscious or become a Vaishnava or a devotee. So like that. And just after he started manifesting his pastimes as a devotee, he started doing service to all the devotees all the Vaishnavas in Navadvip. So he would carry their dhoti from Ganges, carry water for them, he would wash their clothes. So all kinds of services he started doing. And he would beg from them, you bless me so that only by serving you I can attain devotional service. Like that he would beg from them. And now the same person has manifested as Narsimhadev in front of Srivas Thakur. That is to teach how to perform devotional service, how we should render service to devotees. So if you don't want to do any other service, at least we should serve prasadam to devotees. We should not feel it as burden. We should not sit in the room thinking that, oh, I have to go and serve the devotees there. I am not saying you all do like that, but that kind of mentality should not come. That is basic minimum service to devotees, because if devotees themselves get up, what happens is, to serve themselves, we don't eat like materialistic people. Materialistic people sit on dining table and with a left hand or the same hand they will keep serving themselves. So unhygienic. Nowadays you see this corona has come. We should always wash hand, we should not touch our mouths. These things are norm in Vedic culture actually. While eating you should not serve yourself. So you are contaminating the food actually. And in Bengal, Sahajiyas eat in one plate only. Many Sahajiyas sit together and eat in one plate. All these things are stupid things. So uncultured. So because prasad means we are not just eating, we are serving Lord in the form of prasadam. So if we get up, then we are dishonoring Him actually. So therefore, devotees should serve. Even if devotees are senior, they should serve prasadam. Okay, coming back to, he says, I have simply wasted my life without understanding you. Now he comes to know that he is Supreme Lord. Till today, Srivas Thakur didn't know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. Nana Maya Khari Tumi Amare Vanchila Saji duti adi kari sakali bahila. So with various tricks, Nana Maya Kari means with various tricks. You have deceived me through various illusions. Instead of, although Maya means generally we translate it as illusions, but it is tricks actually. Here it means. With various tricks, what you have done? You have cheated me. You have deceived me. You have even carried my flower basket and dhoti. Saji duti adi kari sakali bahila. Flower basket means what? Vaishnavas every day they would worship Lord, deities of the Lord in the home. They have to collect flowers from here and there, from different houses, etc. So that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu carried his flower basket to his house. And his dhoti from Ganges. Tate mora baya nahi shuno prananatha, tumi he na prabhu more haila sakshata. He says, Tate mora bhaya nahi hai. I don't have any fear in my life, he says. That means that he is remembering that point that Muslims are going to come to punish Srivas Thakur. I don't have fear of Muslims, he says. Shuno prananatha, O Lord of my life, listen, he says. So this is very beautiful actually, composition is. So Vrindavan Das Thakur's poetical skills are very great. So Tumi hena Prabhu more haila sakshat, because you have personally appeared now I don't have any fears, he says. Aji mora sakala dukkera haila nasha, aji mora divasa haila parakasha. So today all my distresses are over, he says. They are destroyed. And my life has become all auspicious now. Aji mora janma karma sakala safala, aji mora udaya sakala sumangala. Everything has attained perfection. But you should off and then you should put. You always make this mistake. You may get shock, and these are not good ones. So aji mora janma karma sakala safala. Today all my birth and activities have become successful or attained perfection. So today all auspiciousness, good fortune has awakened for me, he says. Aji mora pitra kula haila uddhara, aji se vasati danya haila amara. So all my forefathers are delivered today. Aji se vasati danya haila mora. So my family has become fully blessed today. Now you see, actually, Lord has appeared before the Lord. Just before this, actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally assures them, you all don't worry. Don't be fearful of Muslims. I will protect you, like that. Before he speaks the words, but he had not manifested his. He had not revealed to them that he is Supreme Lord himself. So there, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So we can remember that verse there. So Krishna comes to destroy demons and protect his devotees. So if you see in the purport, our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he explains that Krishna does not appear to punish the demons. He doesn't have to appear actually. Because devotees, they feel separation from Krishna. They are eager to have association of the Lord or darshan of the Lord. So to please his devotees, he appears, just like Prahlad. So now Lord has appeared to please the devotees of Navadvip. So then, therefore, now Srivas Thakur says, my life is successful now because he could see the Lord. Aji mora nayana bhagyera nahi simathang re dekiyan rashi charana seve rama. So there is no limit to the fortune of my eyes today because he could take darshan of the Lord. So there is no limit to the good fortune of my eyes. I am seeing he whose lotus feet are served by Rama, the goddess of fortune. Deki, I am seeing. Balite avishta haila pandita Srivasa urdhvabahu kari khande chadi ganashvasa. So while speaking in this way, Srivas Pandit became overwhelmed in ecstasy. He raised his arms, cried and sighed deeply. Gada ghadiyaya bhagyavanta Srivasa Dekiya apurva gaura chandra parakasha. The most fortunate Srivas rolled on the ground after seeing that most wonderful manifestation of Sri Gaura Chandra. Ki adbhuta sukha haila Srivasa sharire dubile na vipravara ananda sagare. What wonderful happiness was felt in the body of Srivas. That best of the Brahmanas merged in an ocean of bliss. Ananda Sagare, Vipravara. Hashiya Shunena Prabhu Srivasera Stuti Sadaya Haya Bale Srivasera Prati. So Lord smiled after hearing the prayers of Srivas. So then he spoke to him. Bale means spoke. Sadaya Haya Bole Srivasera Prati. So Sadaya, Daya means the compassion. Out of compassion he spoke to Srivas. Stri putra adiyata tomara vadhira dhekuka amara rupa karaha bahira. So he tells to call all your family members, your wife, children and other members. So tell them to see my farm. Because sometimes what happens, all the family members would be scared, what will happen to us now? So Lord wants to, what is that? That in Ramayana, that Abhaya Prada is. He wants to give fearlessness to everyone. He wants to take everyone out of fear. So, and because they are connected to pure devotee, if we are connected to pure devotee, what happens? Then Lord also gives mercy to us. He not only gives mercy to his pure devotee, but everyone who is connected to his pure devotees. In the form of relatives, or we may get connected to a pure devotee as disciple. So like that. For instance, in Bhagavatam, why Krishna sent Narad Muni to meet Dhruva Maharaj and instruct him, give initiation to him. Because Dhruva was a descendant of Priyavrat Maharaj. So therefore, because Priyavrata was a great devotee, so therefore, so Lord gave mercy to his descendant also. So here also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is calling everyone, tell them to come also, let them also have my darshan, he says. Sastrikahaya puja charana amara varamagayena icha manete tumara. So he says, in the company of your worship my lotus feet and ask for any benediction you desire. He says, sometimes some rascals, I don't know what they are, all bewildered, conditioned souls, ignorant fools. Lord, in Bhagavad Gita, he declares that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. it shows that it is a false ego, as though these people understand what is the meaning of false ego. They blame Krishna that he is so much, he is ahankari, like that. He is telling about I, and like that. What else he can do? Because he is Supreme Lord only. And that's a misunderstanding of ahankara. Ahankara means false ego. False ego means, false means that which is not. So what we not, we want to show, that is called as ahankara. But Krishna is not doing that. He is straightforward actually. So anyway, here also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells, you worship my lotus feet, he says. And ask any benediction you desire. Prabhu Rapaya Ajna Srivasa Pandita Sarva Parikara Sangye Aila Tvarita. So then Lord understand Srivas Thakur, by being ordered by Lord, he brought all his family members. So here the word Tvarita is not translated. Tvarita means, it is not. Immediately brought. Tvarita means immediately. Vishnu Puja Nimitta Yateka Pushpa Chila Sakala Prabhurapaye Sakshate Dila. He offered at the feet of the Lord whatever flowers were there for the worship of Vishnu. So Srivas Thakur is a Vaishnava Brahmin, and every day he would have flowers in his house for worshipping Lord Vishnu. Every day he would do worship of deity in his house. So same flowers he used for worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Flowers and other ingredients. Gandha Pushpa Dhupa Deepe Puja Sri Charana Shastrika Hayya Vipra Karena Krandana. In the company of his wife, the Brahmana cried as he worshipped the lotus feet of the Lord with sandal-faced flowers, incense and lamps. Bhai Patni Dasa Dasi Sakala Laiya Srivasa Karena Kaku Charane Padiya. Srivas Pandit led his brother's wives, servants and maid servants in humbly falling at the lotus feet of the Lord. Srivasa Priyakari Prabhu Vishwambara Charana Dilena Sarva Shirera Upara. Lord Vishwambara is the well-wisher of Srinivas. So sometimes Srivas Thakur was also called as Srinivas, like this in this verse. And in Gaura Arati we sing, that. What do we sing? How it starts actually. Dhaki, Nikate Advaita Srinivasa Chatradara. So Srivas Thakur is holding the umbrella. Lord Vishwambara is well-wisher of Srinivas, so he placed his lotus feet on the head of everyone there. So we should not confuse this Srinivasa, who is Srivas Thakur, with Srinivasa Acharya, he was born when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, but he did not have association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the next generation Acharya. Alakshite bhule Prabhu Mahatmya Sabhara Hasi bole mothe chitta hau sabhara. Unseen by all, the Lord touched everyone's heads with his lotus feet. He smiled and said, "May your minds be fixed upon me. Mothe chitta hau sabhara." Hunkara gharjana kari Prabhu Vishwambara Srinivas se sambodhiya bolena uttara. Lord Vishwambara roared loudly and spoke to Srinivas as follows. O he Srinivasa kichu mane bhaya phao shunito madharite aishe rajana avo. O Srinivas, are you afraid of something? Is there some rumor that king's boat is coming to arrest you? The word namo from Sanskrit. word now and the Maithili Hindi word Nava means boat. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentary. Ananta Brahmanda Maje Yatha Jiva Vaishe Sabhara Parekami Apanara Rase. My own supreme will, I am the director of all living entities in the innumerable inverses. So, and he say, you see how he puts that in. It was a system of the acharyas to explain the same words in an elaborate way, in a like a conversational form. Although I am unattached, I, in my form as the super soul, reside in the hearts of all living entities in the universe and make them wonder by my own will. Without my inspiration, no one is able to act in any way. Which are the verses in Bhagavad Gita? Ishvara sarvabhutanam hruddeshu arjuna tishtati brahmayam sarvabhutani yantrarudani maya. And that first line of that verse also, 15th chapter. Sarvasya chaham radisannivishto matta smriti jnanam apovanam cha. Muyadhi bolana sei rajar sharire tabe se bolibe seha dari bharathare. The king will have you arrested only if I make him to do so. If I, as the super soul, inspire the king to arrest you, then only will the king order your arrest. So no one is independent. Unless Krishna inspires, no one can do anything actually. Then why Lord inspires us to do bad things? So Jiva can desire, but it's up to the Lord whether he will sanction or not sanction. Sometime he may not come under the in between the independence of the Jiva. Yadi va ye matha nahe swatantra hayya dhari bhare bole thabe mui cha iha. If this were not the case, if he independently ordered your arrest, then this is what I will do. If that does not happen, in other words, if against my inspiration and independent will as the super soul, or without being directed by the super soul, if the king independently orders your arrest, then I will desire as follows. That means Jiva has his independence. So then Lord's reaction to that. Mui giya sarva age na khaya chadimu yei mata giya raja gochara haimu. I will be the first to board the boat and present myself before the king. More deki raja rahi ben rapasane viphala kariya ye phadimu shaikane. Will the king remain sitting on his throne after seeing me? I will belittle him and drag him down. I am the Lord of innumerable inverses and the supreme controller of all controllers. Therefore, the king will not be able to remain seated on his throne. I will certainly overwhelm and control him. Yadi va ye mata nahe jidnyasi be more seho moro abhishta shuno kahi tore. If this does not happen and he holds me for questioning, then this is what I will tell him. If this also does not happen, in other words, if the king has other ideas and he questions me, then please hear what I have decided to do. Shuna shuna o raja satya mitya jana yateka mulla khaji sabatorana. Listen, O king, bring all your mullahs and khajis to ascertain the truth. The word mullah, mullain, Turkey, refers to a great Mohammedan scholar, a religious priest or judge. The word Kaji refers to a judge or a guide for giving instruction to Muslim religious principles and morality. The phrase Satya Mitya Jana means you should know what is true and what is false. This seems that these words are common Bengalis can't understand. Therefore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is explaining all this. Hasti goda pashu pakshi yata thora ache sakala anah raja apanara khache. O king, bring all the elephants, horses, animals and birds that you have. So how you will bring birds, animals? All those things which he is domesticating. ये बेहेना आज्ञा कर सकल खाजीरे अपना रशास्त्र कही खांदाहु सबरे. Instruct your kazis to recite your scriptures and make those creatures cry. The phrase Apanara Shastra refers to their Quran scripture, and Khando means make them shed tears. Na pari lathara yadi yete ka karite tabe se apana vyakta karimu rajate. If they are unable to do this, then I will manifest myself to the king. The word parila means capable of, is used to indicate future tense. The phrase apana vyakta karimu rajate means I will manifest myself to the king. Sankirtana mana khara ye gulara bhole yatathare shakti ye dekhili sakale. You dare to stop Sankirtan on the advice of these fellows. Everyone has now seen what power they actually have. So you see that how actually it's a mood of a Brahmana, because he has appeared as a Brahmana, and so he is mostly fighting. He wants to fight with king, not with the weapons actually, like it happens in other avatars. Here it's mostly on scholarly debate, on Shastra. The phrase Yei Gulara Bhale Mane, as a result of hearing the Kaji's words, the word Thara means there. Mora Shakti Deki Ye Binayana Bhariya Yetabali Matta Hasti Ani Mudhariya. Now behold my power with your own eyes. After saying this, I will bring an intoxicated elephant before him. The word Mastahati refers to a mad elephant. So more than even scholarly wit, he is making magics actually, tricks, magic, mystical activities. So in that way, it seems that Muslims are more attracted to such things. So why Lord use such technique? That question may come actually. So most of the people in the world, they believe in such some gymnastics. Prabhupada used to use word. Yogi is doing some gymnastics. So are some mystics. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wants to convince these Muslims by that way. Hasti goda mruga pakshi ekatra kariya sheikane khandaimu Krishna balaiya. I will gather the elephants, horses, deer and birds and induce them to chant the name of Krishna and cry, Rajarayate kagana rajara sahite sabakhandaimu Krishna bali bhalamate. I will induce everyone to chant the name of Krishna and cry, including the king and his subjects. Ihate va apratyaya thumi vasamane sakshate ikorandeka apane nayane. Do not maintain a slightest doubt. I will show you now before your own eyes. Another thing we can learn is that in this avatara, he is not going to kill people actually. He will mostly try to convince people in these different methods actually. So that also shows that how if he goes on killing, then he has to kill everyone actually. Then how we relate this with our Varnashrama mission? In Varnashrama mission, we are supposed to create Kshatriyas who will be killing, obviously, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The thing is, everything should be sorted out before by debate, discussion and these different kinds of methods. When that doesn't work, then we have to use our Kshatriyas. That is the point. In Prabhupada letters also there are different. Prabhupada, he says we want to do revolution, not with. Generally all the revolutions, if you study history, they are done with weapons. So there is a lot of bloodshed. But Chaitanya Prabhupada says that we want to do a peaceful revolution. But in another letter this letter was to Shyam Sundar Prabhu, who was preaching in London, in England. So he wanted to go and preach to the Queen there of London and all this kind of things. He had written to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada appreciated, yes, we want to create a revolution. Then in another letter to Tamal Krishna Goswami, Prabhupada, Tamal Krishna Maharaj had written that I want to purchase 100 buses and travel all over America and make all Americans to surrender to Lord Chaitanya, like that he had written. So, so Prabhupada, he says, yes, we want to make everyone to surrender to Krishna. Then he writes that previously Bharat Maharaj did that. He forcibly made everyone to surrender to Krishna. Either by Sankirtan or by force, we want to make everyone surrender to Krishna. Using the word force is a big thing actually. That means you have to use weapons, right? Force, defense, military, etc. सम्मुखे देखिया एव भालिका अपनी श्रीवासेर भर्त्र सुत नाम नारायणी. The Lord then looked at Srivasa's niece, a small girl named Narayani. Now Lord wants to assure, just like Lord Krishna in the 10th chapter, he spoke his opulences, opulences of the absolute truth. Then in the 11th chapter, he revealed to him that he didn't just speak. Anyone can speak, oh, I am great, anyone can glorify himself, right? But he exhibited, he demonstrated those opulences by showing the universal form to Arjuna to assure him. Actually, in fact, their description comes that Arjuna didn't want that, just for the sake of others who may not believe. So he requested Arjuna to show. So it is to establish the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a more sound way. So here also, to convince Srivasa and others, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to do some practical demonstration of his conquest. सम्मुखे देखिया एक भालिका अपनी श्रीवासेर भर्त्र सुता नाम Narayani. Lord then looked at Srivasa's niece, a small girl named Narayani, standing before him. So who is this Narayani? Who is actually mother of the author of this book, Vrindavan Das Thakur. Adhyapiha Vaishnava Mandale Andradhvani Chaitanyera Avashesha Patra Narayani. Even today Narayani is known among Vaishnavas as the recipient of Lord Chaitanya's remnants. Sarva Bhuta Antaryami Shri Gauranga Chanda Ajna Kaila Narayani Krishna Bali Khanda. Shri Gauranga, the super soul of all living entities, ordered her, Narayani, chant the name of Krishna and cry. Chari vatsare rasai unmatta charita ha Krishna baliya kande nahika samvita. The 4-year-old child immediately acted like she was mad. She cried, chanted, O Krishna, and forgot herself. The phrase unmatta charita means agitated with love of Krishna, and word samvita means external consciousness or feelings. Angavali pade dhara pratavira thale paripurna hailasthala nayanera jhale. Tears flowed from her eyes to the ground, making the area around her wet. Hasiya hasiya bole Prabhu Vishwambara Ekana tumara ki guchile sabadhara. Lord Vishwambara smiled and said, now have your fears been dispelled. Mahavakta Srinivasa Sarva Tattva Jane Ashpaliya Dhui Bhuja Bale Prabhusthane. The expert speaker Srinivasa knew all truths. He raised his arms and spoke to the Lord. Kala Rupa Thumi, Kala Rupi Thomara Vigraha Bhagavane, Yakana Sakala Srishti Samhariya Ane, Takana Nakari Bhaya Thora Nama Bhole, Ekana Kisera Bhaya Thumi Mora Ghare. O Lord, when you in the form of time annihilate the entire creation, I am not afraid due to the power of your holy names. So what is there to fear now that you are personally present in my house? A description of devotees' freedom from slightest fear of time is found in Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25.38, wherein Lord Kapiladeva speaks to his mother Devahuti as well. Other day you quoted this verse? You didn't quote, just told this, right? न करे चिन्मत् परहा शांत रूपे नांक्षन्ति नो मे निमिषोल्लेडि हेतिः येषामहं प्रियात्मसुतस्य सखा गुरुसुहृददैवमिष्टम्. My dear mother, devotees who receive such transcendental opulences are never bereft of them. Neither weapons nor the change of time can destroy such opulences. Because the devotees accept me as their friend, their relative, their son, preceptor, benefactor and supreme deity, they cannot be deprived of their possessions at any time. Other day you spoke on this verse. You don't remember that purport, that if there is no garden is not well conditioned, he tells to make a garden, he comes in there. So, or he tells to what? Perform his final rites to his devotees, or that deity, I am buried underground here, you come and take me out. That is the purpose. This is the verse. So basically, devotees accept Krishna as their Suta Saka Guru Suhrud Daivam Ishtam Priya Atma Suta. So if you don't have, devotees don't have children, then they accept Krishna as their child. So then it says that Nangshayanti no me nimisha ledi heti. Nangshayanti means such devotees, opulences will never be destroyed by time or anything. Like now you have a son, material son, but he may die. But Krishna never dies, right or not? So therefore, opulences of the devotees are never destroyed, he says. Time cannot destroy it. Yes, this is the verse. I had memorized this verse, but now I forgot. Nice verse. I had given lecture on this in Hyderabad. बलियाविष्ट हैला पंडित श्रीवास गोष्ठीरा सहित देखे प्रभुरा prakasha. After speaking in this way, Srivas Pandit became overwhelmed as he and his associates saw the Lord's opulences. Chari Vede Andre Deki Bare Abhilasha Taha Deke Srivasera Yatadasi Dasa. He whom the four Vedas desire to see was seen by Srivasa's servants and maid servants. Ki baliba Srivasera Udara Charitra Yahara Charana Dule Samsara Pavitra. What can I say about the magnanimous characteristics of Srivas? The dust of his lotus feet purifies the entire world. Here Udara is translated as magnanimous, but it's a little different. The word Charana Dule means by the influence of the dust from the feet. Krishna avatarayena Vasudeva ghare yateka virhara sabha nandera mandire. Krishna appeared in the house of Vasudeva, yet he enjoyed various pastimes in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Jagannatha ghare haila yai avatara Shivasa Pandita Grahe Yateka Vihara. This is another thing we will see in Chaitanya Bhagavata and Chaitanya. So especially Chaitanya Bhagavata, that always Lord is compared with Krishna actually, all the pastimes. Similarly, Lord appeared in the house of Jagannath Mishra and he enjoyed various pastimes in the house of Srivas Pandit. Sarva Vaishnavera Priya Pandita Srivasa Thana Bhadi Gele Matra Sabara Ullasa. Srivas Pandit was most dear to the Vaishnavas. They all became filled with joy on entering his house. Anubhave yandre stuti khare veda mukhe Srivasera dhasa dasi tandre dekhe sukhe. The Supreme Lord, who is offered heartfelt prayers by the Vedas, was easily seen by the servants and made servants of Srivas. The first line of this verse refers to the Supreme Lord, who is indirectly glorified through the mouths of all the Vedic literature and through the sounds of all mantras and through the grammatical scriptures, which are the face of the Vedas, or through the recitation of Vedic mantras by great personalities. Text 337. Eteke Vaishnava Seva Parama Upaya Avashya Miliye Krishna Vaishnava Kripaya. That is why service to the Vaishnavas is topmost process. For by the mercy of the Vaishnavas one certainly attains Krishna. Srivasera Agya Kaila Prabhu Vishwambara Nakahi O Ye Sab Khata Kaha. Arogochara. Lord Vishwambara instructed, do not disclose these topics to anyone. Means whatever has happened, that incident. Bhayafai Vishwambara Lajjitantara Ashvasi Ashrivasera Gelani Jagara. Till now Lord was in his different consciousness. Now Bhayapaya means when he regained his external consciousness. Vishwambara felt somewhat ashamed. After solacing Shivas, he returned home. Sukha Maya Haila Tabe Srivasa Pandita Patni Vadu Bhaida Sadhasira Sahita. So he became very satisfied along with his wife, brothers, wives, his servants, maid servants. Srivasa Karila Stuti Dhekiya Prakasha Ihaya Jane Se Ihaya Krishna Dasa. Anyone who hears the prayers that Srivas offered when he saw the Lord's manifestation will certainly become a servant of Krishna. Today you all didn't hear all of them, but maybe last one or two prayers. Become a servant of Krishna. So again and again, Vrindavan Jas Thakur, he gives lot of palastru shrutis, gives blessings. Antaryami Rupe Bala Rama Bhagavana Adnya Kaila Chaitanya Ragahite Akhyana. Lord Balram in the form of Super Soul ordered me to glorify the topics of Sri Chaitanya. And externally also, Lord Nityananda had inspired. Vaishnavera Paye Mora Yei Namaskara Janma Janma Prabhu Mora Ho Haladara. I offer my respectful obeisances at the feet of all the Vaishnavas so that by their mercy Haladara may be my Lord birth after birth. So he is a devotee of Lord Nityananda basically. Narsimha Yadusimha Ena Nama Bheda Yai Mata Jani Nityananda Baladeva. Just as Narsimha and Yadusimha are different names of the same person, I know that Nityananda and Baladeva are the different only in name. Chaitanya Chandrera Priya Vigraha Balai. Balai is another name of Lord Nityananda or Balaram. Ebe Avaduta Chandra Khari Yandre Gai. Baladeva is the dearmost personality to Chaitanya Chandran. He is now known as Avaduta Chandra. Madhya Khanda Kata Bhai Shuno Eka Chitte Vatsareka Kirtana Khari Laye Namate. O brothers, please hear attentively the topics of Madhya Khanda which describe the Lord's Kirtan pastimes over the course of 1 year. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chanda Jana Vrindavana Dasa Thachu Pada Yuge Jangana. accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityanand Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus ends our English translation of Gaudiya Bhashya commentary on Sri Chaitanya Bhagavatam Madhya Kanda, chapter 2, entitled The Lord's Manifestation at the House of Srivasa and the Inauguration of Sankirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Any questions, comments? No. Enough. Okay, we'll stop. Hare Krishna.